Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Taurus, May 3, 2025. It's easier than usual to harness your energy and be constructive right now, with a Uranus node transit motivating you to improve and advance. Being open to different ways to express yourself is an ongoing theme, but it's also a good time to apply yourself to special interests and hobbies. You're in excellent shape for creative projects and relationships. You have a strong desire to make something unique and special or to connect in innovative ways. It's an excellent period for your charisma, sense of enterprise, and initiative. You have the drive to make your vision a reality, and your ideas are no less than huge. It's a good time to attract others to you through your unique self-expression and vision. As you push your boundaries with connecting and communicating, you succeed creatively or romantically and find yourself expressing yourself more fully. You might discover a voice for some of your more unusual ideas. Your libido has been shooting through the roof in recent weeks. As mighty Mars, the planet of passion, fuel, and energy, supercharges your solar of intimacy and sexuality, the urge to merge will overtake you. Not on. Will you be eager to get up close and personal with someone that you trust, but it could encourage you to unleash your lusty side. This trend lasts until June 17, 2025, so you have plenty of time to experiment, have fun, and embrace pleasure. While this does favor couples more, singles can use this period to assess their actual needs in a relationship and pursue someone who checks all the boxes. You'll be caught on one end of a power struggle, whether you like it or not. Seek out new solutions and ways to exit this situation. And remember that diplomacy will get you everywhere today. Today's aspect emphasizes your emotional nature. You may feel strongly towards someone and feel utterly rejected if they do not reciprocate. You may want to tell someone how they make you feel but not be able to find the words. Try doing some deep breathing exercises during the day. Count to 10 as you breathe in, and count to 20 as you breathe out, and let all the negative feelings, tension, and resentment flow out with your exhale. Don't forget that there is great strength in working with others. A day like this can really increase your sense of independence, and while this certainly serves you well, there are some endeavors that require cooperation with other people. You have great leadership ability that will shine through, no matter how large the crowd is. Just allow the chain of this day's events to take you where they may. Work with those you come into contact with. You won't be disappointed. While the moon will return for its first visit to your relationship sector since Mars left 2 weeks ago a few hours after Venus, the planet of love leaves your communication sector today. Your relationships will benefit from this from the start. Venus was here when Mars left, with their weeks together helping her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice, which she has now handed to planets that can keep the momentum going. Meanwhile, a month after leaving, Venus returns to your home and family sector to once again make home where your heart is. While the moon returns for its ordinary monthly visit to your relationship sector today, this first visit since Mars left 2 weeks ago comes just as Venus, the planet of love, has left your communication sector. Venus will leave just before the moon returns, but her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice. Will remain in safe hands and will even take on a new sense of determination, which the moon can see your relationships benefit from. Taurus, grounding energy flows easily to you now. Your quote of the day: stability is the soil where joy grows. Your color of the day is moss green, natural and soothing. Lucky numbers: 4, 10, 25. A financial or practical goal takes a promising turn. Don't underestimate the power of small actions. Comfort isn't laziness, it's your way of realignment. Share something meaningful with someone you trust. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 3, 2025. Today carries a vibrant and motivating energy, one that encourages curiosity, openness, and a renewed sense of movement. It's the kind of day where something small, a conversation, a walk, a spontaneous choice can shift your entire outlook. There's momentum building, not necessarily in big, dramatic ways, but in subtle internal shifts that are preparing you for something meaningful. Let's see what today's cards have to say. The first card drawn is the Knight of Wands, blazing into the reading with fire, passion, and the unmistakable urge to chase what sets your soul on fire. This is the card of boldness, of saying yes to something even before you have it all figured out. Have you been sitting on an idea or longing for a change? This card doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It's about movement, making the call, sending the message, starting the project. Even a tiny step counts. Maybe it's signing up for that class, reaching out to a new connection, or carving out time for a personal goal. What matters is the energy behind it. Where in your life could you use a little more daring today? The second card is the Four of Swords, a softer, grounding contrast. This card reminds us that rest isn't a reward, it's a necessity. While the Knight pushes you to go after your dreams, the Four of Swords invites you to pause and restore. There's a beautiful balance here, action followed by integration. If you've been burning the candle at both ends, or mentally overworked lately, this is your reminder to breathe. Take a walk without your headphones, unplug for an hour, or simply sit in silence for a few minutes. Sometimes, clarity finds us in the quiet. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles, bringing the energy of generosity, balance, and reciprocity. This card often appears when we're asked to reflect on the give and take dynamics in our lives. Where are you giving too much without replenishing? Where are you receiving with gratitude, and where might you be blocking support because you feel you have to do everything yourself? It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say yes when someone offers. And it's equally okay to set boundaries if you've been feeling depleted. Healthy exchange is part of every thriving relationship, romantic, platonic, and professional. What does balance look like for you right now? Following. That is the Sun, arguably one of the most uplifting cards in the tarot. This card is joy in its purest form. It shines a light on clarity, truth, and the simple, radiant pleasures of life. Think about the moments that bring out your inner child, that sense of wonder, play, and freedom. This card suggests there's something today that can bring that joy to the surface if you make space for it. Maybe it's spending time with someone who makes you laugh, revisiting a hobby you used to love, or even just standing outside in the warmth of the sun and letting yourself feel. Don't underestimate the power of a good moment to shift your entire day. And finally, we close with the Two of Wands, a card of vision and planning. It asks you to lift your gaze beyond the present moment and think about where you're headed. Not from a place of pressure, but from a place of inspiration. What do you want to create in your life this year? What would it look like if you trusted your instincts a little more and second-guessed yourself a little less? The Two of Wands is about expansion. It's the point where an idea becomes a path. Today, you might find yourself dreaming of new places, new projects, or new perspectives. Let that energy move through you. Dreaming is part of the work. All these cards together tell a story of empowered motion, thoughtful balance, generous connection, radiant joy, and bold vision. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. You just have to be willing to listen, act, rest, and believe in what's possible. You're not behind. You're not late. You're exactly where you're meant to be on your journey. So I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's reading resonated most with you? Are you feeling that push to take action, or are you being called to slow down and recharge? Share your reflections in the comments. This space is for all of us to connect, to learn, and to grow together. Here's to a day of inspired action, heartfelt rest, and beautiful breakthroughs. You are more than capable. You are on your way.